Okay, I got my Maglitet. I bought a Harbor Freight battery, or not battery, LED bulb for it 2.5 years ago for $8. And the batteries lasted 2.5 years. So, I went to take the batteries out and they were corroded in there badly. So, I looked on the internet and they said, take vinegar and baking soda. Tried that, didn't work. But then, I drilled a hole in the battery. Just very carefully drill a hole or punch a hole in the battery. And then put baking soda and vinegar in there. Let it sit, a day. Then I here's the tools I use. Then I took one of these bits. See the corrosion on it still. Took one of these bits and I drilled it into the battery, and I got it stuck in the battery. So then I just kept reversing. I put the the drill on hammer drill, so it had made the noise, and I kept going back and forth, and once it got caught in there, and then the battery started spinning. So that was the first battery. Then I reached in there with pliers and I pulled it out. I needle nose pliers. Then the second battery is still stuck in there. So I punched a hole in the second battery with a file I had, long file, because I didn't have a drill bit long enough. I took this, punched a hole, did the same thing with the vinegar, waited a couple days, then I did the same thing with this bit. I spun it back and forth, finally it freed up. Then them two batteries fell right out. So then was the fourth battery. So the fourth battery I punched a hole in again, and what did I do with the fourth? I punched a hole in it. Then I put more baking soda and vinegar in there, just pure vinegar and baking soda. Waited another day, and I didn't have to punch a hole in that with the drill bit. I was going to borrow an extension for that drill bit, but then I just tried it. I just tried it upside down with the cap on there. Make sure this end cap's on there. Banged it upside down on some concrete, and the battery came out. Then they say about the switch right here, use an Allen wrench through the switch hole, loosen that up so the switch will come out. So then the switch it would only come out a little ways, but then it got stuck on the side of the flashlight with the corrosion that was still there. So then I took some liquid wrench in a spray can and put it in here, switched it around, waited another day. Then the switch came out because the spring on the switch where the battery connects was corroded, so it wasn't making contact. So I slid the switch out and I cleaned that up, and now look, it works like new. Unbelievable. Took a few days. Don't be trying this fast. It's going to take a few days to get it out. But yeah, some people say they put heat on the batteries on the outside, help them come out, but that drill bit seemed to work for me. Then I had that long screwdriver that would help me. I could take the top off and I would turn it around, and I would tap down on the switch so that would slide out easier, and to get it back in, and you just tighten it all up and there it goes. So there is a way to save it. Don't give up. Just drill holes in the battery and put some baking soda, vinegar in there, and then just let it sit for 24 hours. Keep doing it until you get all the batteries out. Yeah, I thought it was a goner. All my neighbors are like, you'll never get it working. That's a hopeless cause. But I just kept at it. It took me like 4 or 5 days, but I got it out. tonight I just got it working. That's the tools I use, pliers, needle nose, use the wire brush. I had an ice pick, you know, to clean the corrosion out of there. And now I just oiled it up and, geez, like I say, it's good to go. I'm going to just make sure I keep track of these batteries. This thing is wicked bright with the LED bulb in there. And it costs $8 at Harbor Freight, and your batteries will last forever. So that's how you get that's how I got the corroded batteries out of the Maglitet. So please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.